What if I told you that the most powerful eye in the sky, a capability reserved for the world's superpowers, is about to become smaller, cheaper, and unmanned? That the very nature of airborne early warning is on the verge of a revolution that will shake the foundations of modern warfare. For decades, the ultimate guardian of the skies has been a massive, powerful, and incredibly expensive aircraft. Manned by dozens of crew, flying command posts like the E-3 Sentry and the E-2 Hawkeye have provided the strategic advantage of seeing first and seeing more. They are the queens on the chessboard of modern air power. But they come with a king's ransom price tag and a critical vulnerability: the lives of their crews. That era of AEW&C is now facing its most profound disruption. In a landmark announcement that sent ripples through the global defense community, two aerospace titans, American Unmanned Systems leader General Atomics Aeronautical Systems Incorporated, or GA-ASI, and Swedish defense and radar specialist Saab, revealed they will demonstrate a revolutionary AEW&C system on an MQ-9B drone in the summer of 2026. This isn't just an incremental upgrade, it's a fundamental reimagining of what airborne early warning can be. It promises to democratize a capability once reserved for superpowers, making it accessible to navies without giant aircraft carriers and air forces without bottomless budgets. David R. Alexander, president of GA-ASI, perfectly encapsulated the mission when he stated their goal is to deliver a persistent AEW&C solution to our global operators that will protect them against sophisticated cruise missiles as well as simple but dangerous drone swarms. In this comprehensive analysis, we will dissect this groundbreaking partnership. We will explore the technical marvels of the MQ-9B platform and Saab's cutting-edge radar technology, uncover the staggering strategic advantages of an unmanned Sentinel, and project how this single development could reshape global naval power, alter regional military balances, and define the future of aerial surveillance for decades to come. This revolution is born from a partnership of perfect complements. It's a fusion of American prowess in unmanned endurance and Swedish excellence in sensor mastery. Let's meet the architects. General Atomics Aeronautical Systems Incorporated is, without exaggeration, synonymous with the modern unmanned aerial system. With a heritage stretching back to the iconic MQ-1 Predator and the battle-proven MQ-9 Reaper, GA-ASI has accumulated a staggering over 9 million flight hours across its fleet. They are not just manufacturers, they are the architects of persistent presence. Their platforms are legendary for their reliability, long loiter times, and modularity, serving roles from precision strike to intelligence, surveillance and reconnaissance, or ISR, and even electronic warfare. The MQ-9B, the platform at the heart of this new mission, is the pinnacle of this evolution. It's not just a drone, it's a multi-mission, certified aircraft designed for the most demanding global operations. On the other side of this partnership is Saab, a Swedish defense giant with a formidable reputation for innovation and quality. Saab brings to the table its crown jewel, the AESA radar system. AESA stands for Active Electronically Scanned Array, and it represents the current state of the art. The AESA is a proven, battle-tested technology, the brain behind AEW&C platforms like the Saab 340 and the sophisticated Global Eye. It's a sophisticated radar known for its exceptional long range, high resolution, and its unique ability to track a vast number of targets, from small, low-flying cruise missiles to high-altitude fighter jets, simultaneously. Their expertise isn't just in the hardware, it's in the complex software that fuses all this sensor data into a single, coherent, and actionable picture for commanders on the ground, at sea, or in the air. The timeline for this collaboration is aggressive, signaling both immense confidence and a clear sense of urgent market opportunity. The partnership was first announced in June 2025, and it was prominently highlighted just a few months later at the November 2025 Dubai Air Show, where the summer 2026 demonstration date was solidified. This rapid progression from announcement to a firm demo schedule shows that this is not a mere paper study or a feasibility project. It is a concerted, well-funded push to bring a mature capability to the market as quickly as possible. To truly understand why the MQ-9B is the ideal candidate for this mission, we need to deconstruct it. This is an aircraft engineered from the ground up for persistence. Let's look at the numbers. Its wingspan stretches 79 feet. This high aspect ratio wing is designed not for blistering speed, but for maximum efficiency and endurance, allowing it to stay aloft for over 30 hours, even with the additional weight and drag of a large AEW&C pod. Its payload capacity is a robust 4,750 pounds. This provides ample room and power for the AEW&C pod, along with other potential sensors like electronic intelligence suites or secure communications relays. It can operate at altitudes up to 40,000 feet, getting its sensors above much of the weather and terrain, which dramatically extends their line of sight range. And with an unrefueled range of over 6,000 nautical miles, it can self-deploy across continents and oceans to any hot spot in the world. But raw performance statistics are nothing without proven reliability. In a stunning testament to its robust design, GA-ASI announced in late 2025 the completion of a third lifetime of full-scale fatigue testing. This involves simulating a colossal 120,000 operating hours, the equivalent of flying 3 complete airframe lifetimes. This achievement is more than just an engineering milestone. It's a powerful statement to potential customers, validating the platform's structural integrity and paving the way for its certification to stringent NATO standards, a crucial requirement for sales to many allied nations. Furthermore, the MQ-9B family isn't a single, monolithic model. It's a flexible family of systems, including the SkyGuardian for land-based operations, the SeaGuardian, which is already optimized for maritime missions with kits for anti-submarine and anti-surface warfare, and crucially, a short takeoff and landing, or STOL, variant that is currently in development. The STOL variant cannot be overstated in its strategic importance. It is a genuine game changer. It opens the very real possibility of operating this sophisticated AEW&C platform from ships without catapults, from amphibious assault ships to the growing number of light aircraft carriers used by navies worldwide, such as the UK's Queen Elizabeth class or Japan's Izumo class. For the first time, a nation without a supercarrier and without the colossal budget that accompanies it could have organic, fixed-wing airborne early warning, a capability that fundamentally alters its defensive and power projection capabilities. If the MQ-9B is the body, Saab's AEW&C system is the brain and the eyes. While the exact specifications of the pod remain classified, we can infer its formidable capabilities from Saab's existing AEI technology and the statements from both partners. The system will almost certainly be a pod solution. This means it is a self-contained unit mounted externally on the drone's fuselage, rather than being fully integrated into the airframe. This offers tremendous flexibility. The same MQ-9B airframe could, in theory, be rapidly configured for an AEW mission one day, and an electronic attack or long-range ISR mission the next, providing incredible value and versatility to its operators. At the heart of this pod will be an AESA radar. This is key. Unlike traditional mechanically scanned radars that physically rotate a dish, AESA radars use hundreds, even thousands, of tiny solid-state transmit/receive modules. This electronic steering provides monumental advantages. It allows the radar to track multiple targets simultaneously by generating multiple independent beams. It makes the radar exceptionally resistant to jamming because it can rapidly jump frequencies. It has a low probability of interception, making it harder for enemies to detect that they are being tracked. And it offers graceful degradation, meaning if some modules fail, the system continues to function with only a minor loss in performance. The companies have explicitly stated the system will provide several key capabilities. First, early detection and warning of hostile air threats, with a specific mention of the challenging, sophisticated cruise missiles and the asymmetric, dangerous drone swarms. Second, long-range detection and tracking, creating a detailed, real-time picture of the entire battlespace. Third, simultaneous multi-target tracking, which is absolutely essential in a modern, saturated threat environment where dozens of missiles, aircraft, and drones may be inbound at once. And fourth, flexible combat system integration via both line-of-sight and satellite communications, or SATCOM. This last point is critically important. The MQ-9B AEW&C isn't meant to operate in a vacuum. It's designed from the outset to be a key node in a networked combat cloud. It must seamlessly share its rich sensor data with fifth-generation fighters like the F-35 Lightning II, with Aegis-equipped warships at sea, with ground-based air defense batteries like Patriot or S-400 systems, and with command centers thousands of miles away. This transforms it from a simple sensor into a force multiplier for the entire joint force. So why is this particular combination of an existing drone and a pod radar so revolutionary? The answer lies in a powerful triad of transformative advantages: persistence, risk, and cost. Let's start with the persistence revolution. A manned E3 or E2 has a mission duration fundamentally limited by human endurance. Even with air-to-air refueling and crew swaps, a typical mission lasts 8 to 10 hours. The MQ-9B AEW&C, by contrast, can remain on its station for 24, 30, or even 40 hours. This is the quantum leap from periodic patrols to true persistent surveillance. A single drone can monitor a strategic choke point like the Strait of Hormuz, the Taiwan Strait, or a contested border continuously. With just 2 drones, a nation can maintain 24/7, 365-day coverage indefinitely. This persistent, unblinking stare creates a level of domain awareness and tactical warning that is currently unaffordable and unattainable for most nations on Earth. Second is the risk calculus. This is straightforward but profound. As an unmanned platform, its aircrews are not in the aircraft. They are safe in a ground control station, potentially thousands of miles from the danger zone. This completely eliminates the risk of loss of life or capture. This single factor changes the strategic calculus for commanders and political leaders. A commander can now deploy an MQ-9B AEW&C into contested or high-threat airspace where it will be politically and morally untenable to send a manned aircraft with 20 to 30 highly trained crew members. This allows for aggressive forward deployment, pushing the radar coverage hundreds of miles deeper into enemy territory and providing precious additional minutes of warning against incoming low-altitude cruise missiles or stealth aircraft. Third, and perhaps most disruptive of all, is the cost democratization. Traditional AEW&C platforms are astronomically expensive. A Boeing E-7 Wedgetail can cost over $300 million. A Northrop Grumman E-2D Advanced Hawkeye costs around $150 to $200 million. The MQ-9B airframe itself costs a fraction of that, estimated at $30 to $50 million, and even with the sophisticated AEW&C pod added, the total package will likely be significantly lower than its manned counterparts. This democratizes advanced airborne early warning. Suddenly, a mid-sized Navy with a helicopter carrier or a regional air force with a modest budget can afford a capability that was once the exclusive domain of major powers. As GA-ASI themselves noted, this technology enables AEW in areas of the world where it doesn't currently exist or is unaffordable, such as for Navy aircraft carriers at sea. This development does not occur in a vacuum. It arrives at a pivotal moment in global defense dynamics. Within NATO, the alliance faces a critical AEW&C capability gap. Its fleet of E-3 AWACS aircraft is aging rapidly, and plans for a common replacement have been slow to materialize. At the same time, other nations are aggressively advancing their own unmanned AEW solutions. China is reportedly developing systems for its Divine Eagle drone, and Turkey has announced impressive results with its own AESA radars on drones like the Kizilelma, claiming to have tracked targets well over 200 kilometers away. This is a competitive and strategically vital field. The summer 2026 demonstration at GA-ASI's Desert Horizon Flight Operations Facility in Southern California is therefore a crucial proof of concept. The world will be watching. We can expect the demonstration to focus on several key objectives. First, sensor performance validation, testing the radar's detection and tracking ranges against a variety of target types, from small drones to fighter-sized aircraft and cruise missile surrogates. Second, data integration, demonstrating seamless, secure data links with other military platforms to prove its value as a node in a networked force. And third, endurance and reliability assessment, operating the system through a long-duration mission to validate its much-touted persistent capabilities. Success in this 2026 demonstration will not only validate the technology, but could trigger a wave of international interest, particularly from the many nations that already operate or have ordered the MQ-9B platform, such as the United Kingdom, Belgium, Japan, Taiwan, and India. These countries already have the infrastructure, training, and logistics chains in place, making the adoption of an AEW&C variant a natural and relatively straightforward progression. Now, let's visualize how this unmanned Sentinel would actually be used in real-world operational scenarios. Imagine a Royal Navy carrier strike group centered on the HMS Queen Elizabeth. The MQ-9B SDUL variant, operating from a carrier's deck, flies a wide, persistent patrol pattern. Its radar creates a massive protective bubble around the fleet, providing earlier warning of supersonic anti-ship missiles like the BrahMos than any helicopter-based system could, giving the carrier's F-35B jets far more time to intercept and destroy the threat. This is a capability the UK has been actively seeking. Now picture a tense regional standoff, say in the Baltics or Southeast Asia. A nation facing a persistent threat of missile and drone attacks from a neighbor can now maintain a 24/7 watch. The MQ-9B AEW&C orbits safely behind its own borders, but its radar coverage extends deep over the potential threat axis. It can cue ground-based air defenses, direct interceptor aircraft, and most importantly, track low-flying cruise missiles that would be completely invisible to ground-based radar behind terrain features. Beyond just sensing, the platform can serve as a battle manager and communications relay. In a complex, distributed operation, it could act as a communications bridge, connecting a submarine, a destroyer, and a flight of F-35s that are beyond the line of sight of each other, all while continuing its primary surveillance mission. The implications of this technology extend far beyond a single platform or a single mission set. It represents a key, tangible step in the larger trend of manned-unmanned teaming, or MUMT. In the near future, we may see a combat cloud where a single, sophisticated manned AWNC aircraft, like an E-7 wedge tail, acts as a command and control hub, directing a swarm of more affordable, attritable unmanned MQ-9, the AWNC platforms. The manned platform provides a deep processing and command authority, while the unmanned nodes extend the network's reach, accept risk in contested areas, and provide unparalleled, resilient battlespace awareness. This partnership also underscores a significant shift in defense industry collaboration, a move towards more transatlantic and global partnerships that leverage specialized expertise from different companies and nations to create systems that are greater than the sum of their parts. However, this democratization also raises important questions about the proliferation of advanced military technology and how it might alter the balance of